The first component of word recognition is phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the foundation for learning to read. It is defined as the ability to recognize and work with sounds in spoken language, and the understanding that the various ways language can be divided into smaller components and how those components can be manipulated. In our language, sentences can be broken down into words. Words can be broken down into syllables. Words can also be broken down into onset and rhyme, in addition to individual sounds or phonemes. Students should also be able to recognize and produce rhyming words. Phonological awareness is an umbrella for both the division of language into smaller parts and how those parts can be manipulated. Specifically, phonemic awareness is the process of manipulating those smaller parts by isolation, blending, segmenting, addition, deletion, and substitution. For example, isolating a certain sound in a word is isolation. Blending different sounds together to form a word would be blending. Segmenting a word into various phonemes and sounds is called segmenting. More advanced skills like addition, deletion, and substitution would be adding a sound to make a different word, deleting a sound to make a new word, or substituting one sound for another to make a different word. Let's look at some phonological awareness examples in kindergarten. At the beginning of kindergarten, a student who has phonological awareness is identified by their ability to perform phonemic awareness tasks like recognizing rhyme or rhyme production. For example, the teacher might say, "Do cat and sat rhyme?" And the student could answer, "Yes." Another example would be to ask, "Do cup and hat rhyme?" And the student should be able to answer, "No." It is important to note that this has everything to do with sound. Students aren't seeing the words, they are only listening and responding. Let's look at another example at the end of kindergarten. To know if the student has phonological awareness, they can complete a few phonemic awareness tasks like phoneme isolation and phoneme segmentation. For phoneme isolation, you can isolate the first sound in a word or match words by the first sound. For example, a teacher might ask, "What's the beginning sound in cat?" And the student identifies k. Or the teacher might ask, "Do cat and cup have the same beginning sound?" And the student should answer, "Yes." For phoneme segmentation, a student can clap out the number of sounds they hear in a word. For a word like big, the student can clap out b, I, g. Or a teacher might ask how many sounds in the word we, and the student could clap out w, e.